Okay, let's talk today about 30-second commercials in networking meetings. And what does a 30-second commercial have to do with social media marketing? It doesn't. But we all do a lot of networking in the area. I get a lot of my referrals through networking. So I thought some tips on how to give an effective 30-second commercial that actually results in referrals would be a good topic. So I hope you enjoy these tips. Number one is to plan ahead. I've seen this time and time again to where in different networking settings where someone it's their turn or their name is called and they're just not prepared, like it snuck up on them. And so before you even walk through the door to a networking meeting, make sure that you have some idea of what you're going to say. And I'll get over how to rehearse it here in just a bit, but just make sure that you have an idea in mind before you even walk through the door. That way you're prepared, because we all know that when we're prepared, we sound better, we're more confident, things of that nature. Number two, and I hope I don't ruffle any feathers when I say this, but if it's a 30-second commercial, that means you have 30 seconds. And I want to tiptoe, but I want to also hit this kind of direct too. If you go over 30 seconds and you're in a networking setting to where there's a timer or there's someone that rings a bell or something of that nature, and you talk through that bell, what you're really saying is my time is more important than everyone else's time. And that's not a really good takeaway when you represent your business, or maybe it's someone else's business. And so you want to make sure that your 30-second commercial is actually 30 seconds or less, so that you're looked at as being respectful of other people's time. Again, I hope I don't ruffle any feathers when I say this, but just understand you may not even know that you're doing it. We're all excited about our businesses, we're all passionate about our businesses, but again, when you talk through a buzzer or when you talk through a bell, all you're saying is, hey, I don't even care about the rules, I'm doing my own thing. So just make sure that you're sticking to 30 seconds. Number three, and this one's gonna sound a little bit silly, but practice. And when I'm driving through to a networking meeting, I bet I look really silly because I'm talking to myself pretty much, because I'm rehearsing my 30-second commercial. Either sometimes I do it in the car on the way there. Oftentimes I'll do it the night before in the mirror. I know it sounds silly, I'm talking to myself in the mirror and whatnot, but it really helps to practice your commercial for a couple different reasons. If you can get good at what you're going to say, it comes through clear and concise, and more importantly, to refer back to point number two, you make sure that your message is actually 30 seconds long, because it's not a whole lot of time. And sometimes you have a lot to say, and once you practice it, you're like, wow, that was 45, 50 seconds. I know I can't do that, so you trim some up, you perfect it, things of that nature. So make sure that you're practicing your commercial before you go to the networking meeting. Number four, I stole this from Russ Riddle, so I will give you credit, but you want to make sure that you're telling a story and the story gets the glory. That's the part that I stole from. The story gets the glory. So what I'll do is I'll look through the week and I'll pick out some wins that we had for our clients, and I'll tell that story, because remember, people don't care about what we do, they only care about the result of what we do. And I don't care if you're a plumber, if you're an insurance agent, roofer, whatever. We as individuals, we don't really focus on what you do, we focus more on the result of what you do. So try to get a story in that 30 seconds if you can. And then number five, this is what's gotten me the most referrals through networking, is asking for a very specific referral. The mistake that I see is a lot of people will say, hey, anyone with skin is my referral, or anyone with a heartbeat is my referral. No one comes to mind when I hear that. But if you were to say, look, I'm looking for families with children who live in Allen who have moved here in the past 3 months, that would be a great referral for us. And so collectively, the audience, whether they think so or not, they're going through their mind going, who do I know that fits that description? And it just happened today, and I asked for a referral being a pest control company, because we are an industry exclusive company, meaning we only serve one business per industry, and so we're really looking for a pest control company to help market their services. Well, after the meeting, since I asked for that specific referral, I had 2 or 3 people come up to me and say, "Hey, call this person, call this person." So if you ask for a very specific person, you start to trigger, people's minds going, "Okay, how can I help him find XYZ person? How can I help her?" So be very specific on asking for a referral. And then number 6, this is a bonus. You don't have to do this, but try to think of some kind of memorable tagline for your business. And what's really neat, some of the networking groups I go to, is that when you become really good at your tagline, people will start to finish your tagline for you and you become memorable. So my tagline is, when you market with Mario, you profit with Mario. And you want to tie it into your services. Hopefully I'm giving the idea that when you use our services, you're going to profit from our services. So it kind of has a ring to it. People can finish it. It's pretty neat. So again, you don't have to throw that one in there, but that's just a little neat bonus if you can get creative and come up with a cool little tagline. But again, I hope these 6 tips help you in your offline marketing, because perfecting a 30-second commercial can really help you generate more leads and more referrals for your business. Thanks for watching.